In the legendary film Rashomon, we discover that the truth is never simple. Each perspective reveals a different story. What you're about to hear is a true Rashomon tale from Hollywood's darkest corners. Which version do you believe? On a cool April night in 1958, Hollywood's glamorous world was about to be shattered by a scandal that no movie script could have prepared for. In the lavish home of film star Lana Turner, Johnny Stompanato, her boyfriend and reputed mob enforcer, lay dead, stabbed by a knife that belonged to none other than Turner's 14-year-old daughter, Cheryl Crane. The media exploded with headlines, but beneath the surface, there was something far more complex than a simple case of self-defense. Multiple versions of the story began to emerge, each one more shocking than the last. Which version holds the truth? In this Rashomon of old Hollywood, we explore the multiple angles of the Johnny Stompanato story. Version 1, the official account. The official version, the one accepted by the courts, is as straightforward as it is tragic. On the night of April 4th, Stompanato was in a heated argument with Lana Turner. Known for his violent temper, Stompanato had allegedly been abusive throughout their relationship, both physically and emotionally. This night was no different. As the argument escalated, Cheryl, terrified for her mother's safety, grabbed a kitchen knife and rushed to protect her. In Cheryl's version of the story, Stompanato turned the corner of the hallway, his rage palpable. In a moment of panic, she thrust the knife forward, not even realizing she had stabbed him. The knife plunged into his abdomen, and just like that, the man who had terrorized her mother lay dead. Cheryl, only 14 at the time, was immediately taken into police custody. After a brief investigation, the court ruled the act as justifiable homicide, self-defense in the heat of the moment. But as quickly as the case seemed to close, the whispers began. Could this really be the whole story? Version 2, the mother's secret in the glamorous and scandal-ridden world of old Hollywood. Image was everything. Lana Turner was one of the biggest stars of her time, and a scandal like this could easily have destroyed her career. But what if Lana, not Cheryl, was the one who killed Johnny Stompanato? Some believe that the night's events played out very differently. According to this theory, Lana Turner had been the one arguing with Stompanato that night. But it wasn't just a shouting match. Things had gotten physical. Fed up with his abuse, Lana reached for the nearest weapon, a kitchen knife. In the heat of passion and fear, she stabbed him, ending his life. But rather than face the media storm and potential jail time, she and her legal team concocted a plan. Cheryl would take the blame. She was just a child, and the court would go easy on her. Some say Lana's tearful testimony in court, her performance so perfectly calibrated, was not just the truth, but the performance of a lifetime. Was this Hollywood's biggest cover-up? A mother willing to sacrifice her daughter's innocence to save her career? Version 3, the mob connection. Johnny Stompanato wasn't just a Hollywood bad boy. He had deep ties to the mob. His connections to Mickey Cohen, one of Los Angeles' most notorious gangsters, were well known. Could his death have been more than just a crime of passion? Some believe that Johnny's demise was a professional hit, disguised as a domestic squabble. Stompanato had made enemies in dangerous places, and it's possible that someone wanted him dead. The mob may have decided that his relationship with Lana was drawing too much attention, or that he had crossed a line in his business dealings. In this version of the story, Cheryl and Lana may have been unwitting pawns in a much larger game. Johnny's death might have been planned by powerful figures in the criminal underworld, and the stabbing was simply a convenient cover-up for something much darker. Perhaps Cheryl was the perfect scapegoat, allowing those who ordered the hit to walk away clean. Version 4, the starlet's escape. There's another angle to this Hollywood tragedy, one where Lana Turner herself engineered the entire event. Trapped in an abusive relationship, desperate to break free from Stompanato's control, Lana may have seen no other way out. In this version, Lana carefully manipulated the situation, knowing full well that Cheryl's presence would make the perfect cover. Lana could have orchestrated the argument, provoking Stompanato into a rage, knowing that Cheryl would step in to protect her. The knife was planted, the plan set in motion. Lana knew that Cheryl would act impulsively, and in doing so, would provide Lana with the ultimate alibi. While this version paints Lana Turner in a calculating light, it also portrays her as a woman trapped by fame, the mob, and a dangerous man. Could this have been her only way out? Version 5. A tragic accident. Finally, there's the possibility that what happened that night was nothing more than a tragic accident. Cheryl, a young girl terrified by her mother's screaming, and Stompanato's rage, may not have intended to kill him at all. Perhaps she only meant to scare him, to protect her mother from further harm. In this version, the knife in her hand was meant to be a threat, not a weapon. But Stompanato, in his fury, turned at just the wrong moment. The blade entered his body not by force, but by pure misfortune. A twist of fate that left a man dead, and a girl forever marked by the violence of that night. A tragic accident or something more sinister. In the end, only those who were there know the truth. So, what do you believe? Was Cheryl Crane simply protecting her mother from a dangerous man? Was Lana Turner the true culprit, orchestrating an elaborate cover-up? Or was the mob involved, ensuring that Stompanato's death was handled quietly? In Hollywood, as in Rashomon, the truth is never clear. The shadows hold secrets that may never be fully revealed.